What is up, guys? This is Pimp Master Pluto, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to make an infinite floor scene like the one you see in the background. And so how I came across this was simply playing around with the compositing tag, plane, and background. So let's get started. So let me stretch that out again. So let's set up a scene where you're gonna want a infinite floor scene, but you don't quite get it. So stretch this a billion miles. Stretch this a billion miles. Well, actually, that stands for meters, but. And so, oh yeah, I forgot. Still got this. I got this mall head from a graphics pack. I forget which one it was, but immediately when I saw this, I was like, oh yes, you're downloaded. But aside from the topic, so you got that, and I'm just gonna go ahead and load my materials and deck out this mall head like the one you see. Actually, I'll make it green. Deck it out like the one you saw before. And so, okay. So then I'ma add a text. You don't have to do this. This is not necessary. And I'm gonna go ahead and choose my font. I think I'll go with Deadmau 5. I need look at me, all excited over Deadmau 5. But I'll go with ethnocentric. One of my favorite fonts, and this is well known by Acres HD, because that is his most used font. And I'll just make this green too. Drag it down just a little, you know. And I'm gonna put that def down. Okay, so oh, most important aspect of this, Deadmau 5. So you've got this, and you set it up thinking this is gonna be the best thing ever, and you render it out, and look at what happened. Oh, you got this big old horizon line. So to start this off, you wanna begin with the background. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna set the floor away from the sky, and it becomes, you know, the backdrop of the scene. And so as this renders out, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so that doesn't really help much, but I'm gonna add a light just because, you know. Right there, drop it about 60. Okay, so there you go. And you first off, you have to make a material. So go ahead and make that new material and go inside. And the first menu you should be on is color. If you're not on color, go to it. So you'll see the texture menu, and you click on it. You got all these options, but what you want is gradient. So click on gradient, and you'll get, you know, a nice looking material right here. But that's not what we want. What we want is kind of a circular pattern, and there is a specific type of gradient just for that, circular. And you see how it kind of fades out to the white, but not so much. We don't want that, not at all. So go ahead and click on the black and change that to white. Then on the white, you're gonna want to make it look like a soft gray, but you can make it darker. However you want to experiment with this. I'll experiment with this today, this right now in this tutorial. I'll go with like a light blue, and I'll drag that material onto my background and render that out. Change the light back to 100% white because I'm using this. Okay, so render this out, and you got kind of this soft blue background going on. That looks nice, and the floor is still like that though. So drag the material onto your plane, thinking that it's gonna look great, and your plane doesn't change at all. I'm very sorry to say that your plane doesn't change at all. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to right click on the plane. Right click on the plane and go to Cinema 4D tags. And out of all these tags, the one we're going to be using, and possibly one of the most used tags, and you're going to want to click on compositing. And compositing has all these options. I haven't even experimented this far with it, but you can go into the tag and check compositing background. This is gonna make your floor look, blended in with your background, and it's gonna change it to like a white, soft white. And only problem with this is the projection of the texture is not the same as the backgrounds, so you're gonna have to change that. And so you go into the plane and change the projection to frontal, and you notice how immediately once you did frontal, if you had color on it, like it changed, like it looks nicer now. And so now once you do this, render it out, and look at this amazingness. Look at this. And you've got those corners. Unfortunately, that's a part of the 16:9 ratio aspect, so you're gonna have to drag this down about to the black line, or the shaded off part. And so I'm gonna show you an example of this as a higher detailed render, and as that goes on, I want to ask some stuff from you guys. Well, not ask, but request. And just adjust this just a little. Okay, and so as far as I'm going right now, I'd really appreciate if you guys gave me, more likes and stuff, because I haven't gotten I don't even think I got over 5 likes on my last video, and I'd really appreciate that, because that helped me get more notice, and that would really please me. But request some tutorials from me if you kind of watch me, because this is an excellent opportunity to improve on my skills. And considering what my last video was like and what this one is like, I think I've improved so much, and this would help me spread my wings out a little, and help me improve on my skills, make me a more versatile person. And so something else I want is I just like more requests for intros and stuff. Like, if you want an intro, just ask me, because even though I might be kind of mediocre right now, I'm improving as I go along, and I'll always try and make yours something different, something unique, because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be innovative about what I'm doing. And even though I know somebody out there, well, a lot of people out here knows this trick, and a lot of people on YouTube use it, I'd really like to help you guys learn simple tricks and tips like this that can go all the way forever. Like, this is a universal tool that you can always use, whether it be in still images or in intros. And so that's all I'm really requesting from you guys. I'd like more comments on my videos, about how my stuff works, and just simple questions, critique. I'd love stuff like that, like constructive criticism. I need that, because that just drives me all the way. And this is what I want to do. This is what I do for a living, and this is what I want to do for a living. And I'd really appreciate if you help me over here, because I want to improve my skills. So this has been Pimp Master Pluto. Rate, comment, subscribe, like this bitch. And this is the Pimp, and he is out. This is the Pimp, and he is out.